and the peace that fills us every day of the year. Amen. This winter meditation, end of the year meditation, is a guided, relaxing mindfulness practice that will help us connect to the winter darkness and renew our being with light on all levels. So it's an opportunity at the end of the year to let go of what is no longer serving us and allow space for focused New Year intention and a rebirth of ideas to achieve your life goals. So now, if you will, settle into your space comfortably and feel your feet firmly on the floor, grounding you to Mother Earth. Close your eyes and allow your body to relax in your seat. Breathe deeply into the darkness that falls behind your eyelids. Take a deep breath in and let that breath fill you. Then breathe out in a sigh of release. Do this several times, staying focused on the darkness behind your eyes. Now, as you continue to breathe deeply, observe how it feels to rest in this dark, empty, womb-like space. Know that this may have been a stressful or busy year, but that you understand you have come to the end of it and you are ready to release it. Ask yourself, what can I let go of? What can I release now in order to create my life anew? What can you allow to rest in the darkness or even die away in order to make space for something more life-affirming, more healthy, more balanced, more spirited? Let the memories of the past year float through your mind. See them drift by your consciousness without trying to hold on to them. Just let them go. Feel your breath moving through your body, easily in and out. Know that this is your breath of life, inflowing and outflowing. Feel its fullness as you breathe in and its emptiness as you breathe out. Feel the flow in between. In and out. Consider now the health of your body. And as you ask this question, see what comes up in this space. Ask yourself, what habits can I let go of that will help my body be more healthy and vibrant? Sense the answer in your body. Sense it in your body and feel yourself releasing that habit, that pain or heaviness. Observe the feeling of release and relief and lightness that comes with this letting go. Breathing in and out, letting go. Now connect with your heart, with your capacity to love and relate to others. some past
All right, it looks like we lost Normandy there. So I think what we should go ahead and do is move on to the sermon part. And so I will go ahead and I'd like to introduce Reverend Sharon Kenton. And to welcome Reverend Sharon, we're going to listen to Sing Along While Muted to Love Lifted Me. Love Lifted Me. So just give me 1 second and I will be bringing you Love Lifted Me.
I was sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, very deeply stained within, sinking to rise no more. But the master of the sea heard my despairing cry.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Normandy.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
My
We lost you
computer
from-
decided to release me.
Yeah, well, we'll welcome you back shortly. Okay, well, thank you, everybody, and thank you, Michael, for that beautiful song. This sermon that I've prepared for you is about how love lifts us and about elevated visions for our future. So, of course, we know that the infamous year of 2020 will be ending soon. We've just got a few more days before we start another year. And right now, the sun of our solar system is we say it's in the sign of Capricorn because it is the celestial hierarchy of the beautiful stars of the constellation of Capricorn that are behind our sun, influencing the sunlight and the life and the prana as it comes to Earth, where we reside. So the sign of Capricorn starts at winter solstice, December 21st. Our online winter solstice celebration was especially great. It was so much fun this year as we were able to broadcast widely with our online presence and include so very many people. The winter solstice is about celebrating the Festival of Lights. It was a very much needed exercise for me, a wonderful reminder of the real reason for the season, the birth of the inner light, the focus on the soul light, the inner guide within that solidifies and grows with each season of our sun, the sun being the guiding principle for our soul. Truly celebrating the light was a welcome look again into the inner landscape where optimism provides a transformation and where we can develop a renewed vision for the future. In fact, a renewed vision, which is clear sight, creating a beautiful future, is what the zodiac sign of Capricorn is about. When the sun is influenced by the angelic hierarchy of the sign of Capricorn, the celestial realms are encouraging an expansion of consciousness for us, starting with a renewed vision. The ancient Semitic language, considered by many to be the original human language from the cradle of civilization, is a language of light consisting of 22 letters or star glyphs. And there's a letter for each sign of the zodiac. And it's the letter Ayin, spelled A-Y-I-N, meaning eye and vision, refers to the zodiac sign of Capricorn. This is the present day Hebrew letter Ayin, and it means eye or to see. It's the 16th letter of the Semitic alphabet, and it corresponds to the sign of Capricorn, referring to our vision. Vision refers to both seeing with our physical eyes and then interpreting with our mind's eye. Vision is sight. Vision is also insight. And vision is our ability to create our future. Energy follows thought, and we know that what we think about, we bring about. And one of the gifts of this winter season is the time of reflection, of pausing, resting, trusting the bigger picture. And this reflection is necessary before we create the vision for the new year. Our highest future requires a wonderful vision of the future. In the Bible, Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Perish in the Bible is often used to mean a diminished recognition of spiritual presence, which is the flow of life and joy. We have the opportunity through our vision and with our intention to create our highest future and to help others create their highest future. And the highest future requires first a vision of the highest future so that we can see it, we can step into it, and so we can create it. Our vision truly creates our reality. Creating the highest vision for yourself requires thinking about the highest and best. It requires thinking about the most advantageous, the most magnificent, and the most confidence-building thoughts that you can imagine. It's our imagination that houses the vision of our mind. Our imagination is the imaging ability of our mind and is very profound and powerful. Our imagination is a creative force that works upon subtle energies to produce change. Don't ever let anyone discount your ability to visualize or to say, oh, that's just in your imagination, because your imagination is the imaging ability of your mind, and it actually sets us on our path. It's in the winter season that we reflect on the past year and we reflect on what we've created in the previous months. And we keep the best seeds from our life's harvest up to this point, the best of what we've already brought forth. We keep them safe to plant again and to continue growing on the foundation that's already been set. This is a time of reflection and actually sorting our seeds and creating new visions to plant for our future harvest, to think about and then to bring about and to imagine and to vision our highest future. Learning from the past offers new visions for the highest and best so we can bring about the highest and the best. The symbol or the glyph for Capricorn is the mountain goat, which is always climbing to higher heights. Mountain goats are sure-footed and agile. And the mountain goat achieves the success of this heightened sight because of his elevated vision. He does this with intention and strength of character. Capricorn represents this success after success. because of the clear vision from the heights of the mountaintop. Every one of us is meant to succeed. Helen Keller said, "The only thing worse than being blind is having sight and no vision." Vision takes us into the future, creating our reality. And Capricorn is also considered the sign of initiations. Going to higher heights in our minds is called an initiation, an expansion of consciousness. Spiritual growth could be called the raising of our consciousness to the expanded truths of unity, oneness, and love. We actually set ourselves and others free by holding a high vision, by imagining the best. We help others create their highest future by holding and imagining the best for them. Because when we hold a high vision for ourselves and others, we can see it and we can actually speak it forward. We free ourselves and others from bondage with the higher vision. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who we're all familiar with, the famous civil rights leader, held a higher vision for the human race. It's interesting that Martin Luther King Day is January 19th, in the sign of Capricorn. The higher vision that he and others held prompted an expansion of consciousness and helped elevate lower thinking, out of prejudice and bigotry and closer to a sense of unity. A true leader provides empowerment to others by helping them hold a higher vision for themselves and for others. When our vision breaks the limitations of selfishness or separatism and extends our awareness to such a degree that we can clearly realize that we're a part of the whole of nature, instead of thinking that we're a separate being in the universe, this is a great breakthrough. Great visions are ones that take us to the truth of the solar guide, or the soul as our inner guide. There's a wonderful book, one of my favorite books, called Soul Love by the author Sanaya Roman. And it's a book about opening to the love of your soul. She explains the soul as being the perfect expression of God, of the divine in each one of us. The soul as being the connection between God, our source of life, and our personality. And she writes that each one of us has a soul that holds the highest vision for us. And it's actually opening to the soul's love for us, this rebirth of the light that we celebrate this time of year. Opening to the soul's love for us that brings increased joy and life energy to our system. We create our highest vision by striving to see and think as our soul does. In a book called Other Worlds, which is about reaching for higher levels of consciousness, the author, Torquem Saradarian, writes that when a person's striving contains the four principles of spiritual beauty, goodness, justice, and health, his vision, or a person's vision, is greatly expanded. He says that any prayerful and high vision for the future has been inspired by spirit and brings joy. He writes that the vision, our vision, becomes a person's pole star, our guiding light, which leads our steps towards the right direction, towards our home, our divine within, our true home. He also writes that the physical body, to a great extent, is nourished by mental enthusiasm and emotional joy, and that joy, which is the oil of the heart, comes into existence with the vision of a wonderful tomorrow, of a future, and that when a heart is in a state of joy, the body can be healthier. He concludes by saying, vision is the very energy of our body. Vision connects us with our soul and our source of life, and we follow it until we find our home. And that home like I said, is the deepest need of any person, is finding the home or our divine within. So I'm just going to repeat that last bit. Vision is the very energy of your body. Vision connects us with our soul and our source, and we follow it until we find home. From personal experience, I will say that sometimes we might not necessarily think our life is a perfect reflection of our highest vision. It's not working out exactly as we planned, but when problems or difficulties appear, we need to remember to continue to illuminate our mind, still with the highest vision. There really is no failure per se, there's only learning experiences. We can all tell ourselves that we all have to learn to solve problems and that greatness can be forged in the midst of problems. Whatever we think about, we bring about, and so we must continue to hold the high vision when change occurs, knowing that change is inevitable. Now, we also know that nothing is ever destroyed, it's only transformed. Natural law, the laws under which we operate, are designed solely for our advantage. And God in action, or natural law, is the greatest teacher. Natural law lets us get away with nothing except that which is our highest and best. The laws of nature teach us again and again to reach for the vision of our soul. When life lessons appear, and you don't need to seem to be experiencing what you want to, we can always sincerely and prayerfully ask, what is the wisdom that can be taken from this experience? Gain the wisdom, and then continue to hold the vision of success in your mind. Trust that the highest vision absolutely is your future, and serenity and peace will follow. Serenity and peace come when you have the vision to love as your soul loves. Then we can amplify love instead of reacting to its absence. We can keep love flowing by accepting and allowing people to be as they are. When we love as our soul, we can love unconditionally, and we don't need to receive anything in return. We live in a world of energy that affects us all the time, and there is no energy more powerful than love. And as we learn to love as our soul, we're bringing into our life the most potent force in the universe. Love creates miracles, heals all wounds, and purifies all lower energies. And you cannot give love away, for the more you give, the more you receive in return. Offering love is always the right choice. And when we choose a vision of love, we bring about the highest good for ourselves and for others. With a vision of love, we can transform, purify, neutralize. We can lift, expand, connect, harmonize, balance, amplify, magnetize, and add light and beauty to all of the energy around us. All the energy in the universe responds positively to love. The great soul Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And we can all be part of a beautiful change in the world by participating and holding the highest and best vision. Vision for ourselves and for others, and for a beautiful future of increased soul expression. We hold a high vision for others by recognizing that the soul and that the divinity lives inside of everyone. And when we interact with the best in them, we actually call the best forward. The plan for a healed humanity is aligning with this higher vision, what we could call the cosmic vision. Cosmos meaning order and harmony. This cosmic vision for Earth and for humanity is what propels us into the future, bridging higher and higher worlds by the power of vision, When we see a humanity that treats each other with respect, with love, and with a sense of unity, we can move out of separatism and into true brotherhood and sisterhood. When we see and we vision others through the light of love, we encourage growth in them. We can actually fan the flame of another person's heart and help add joy to their lives by acknowledging the light of their soul. And in this manner, we affirm a vision of themselves, which corresponds to their soul's vision of them. By holding a high vision for another person, we automatically offer them strength, building them up, affirming them, and strengthening their energy body. We do this for ourselves also. We can offer ourselves strength, build each other up, affirming and strengthening our energy body. We can help each other along the path of soul growth by holding the vision of all of us becoming our highest and best. We know this truth, that we are all loved with an everlasting love, and we are growing to truly understand that. With our intention set toward the highest vision, we can grow to see ourselves as God sees us, magnificent, power, successful, light-filled human beings. And in fact, this is the best gift we can offer, our elevated vision, for then we create the elevated and the best future. When you're making your New Year's resolutions, think about what vision it is that you would like to create in the future. We can take this natural winter time of contemplation. We can set our intentions for the new year, and we can develop a wonderful vision for ourselves and for others, so we can see it and step into it and speak it forward. We can see a beautiful vision for ourselves and for the whole of humanity and all the kingdoms of nature on earth. With a vision full of love and holding to the highest and best, we all help create that reality. Let's do this together. God bless you.
Thank you, Sharon.